What's up, guys? How's it going? It is Matt here. So we want to talk a little bit about the current events, what's been going on. Everyone's familiar with what's been going on in our country right now. I want to talk about something that you need to start doing. And we're just going to have a little bit of a talk, okay? So let's get into it. Recently, there were some true tragedies. Everyone's familiar with it. There's a couple tragedies. I'm not going to get into the actual specifics of it. There's enough information out there now that you know. Um, but I wanted to talk a little bit about what you can do to prevent that from happening to you and to the people that you love, and what you need to start doing and the plans that you need to have and stuff like that. It's Our world is not the same world that it used to be. It's the same world. It's the same world. But the people in the world have changed, right? People in the world has changed. And there's a lot of soulless kind of monsters, I guess you could say. Soulless monsters, psychopaths. There are people that are so enraged by politics that it actually creates like a mental disorders in them. And there's some people that just have mental disorders, and there's just some really evil people in the world. All right, so there's always going to be evil people in the world. The problem is that the evil people have been pushed over their limits, and now they're acting. All right, and it's been going on for a while now. We all know this. It has been going on for a while now, and there's all these tragedies that show up, and it's just horrific things. I mean, we can't even go to Walmart now. Walmart used to be the place for us to go to get whatever we want, and I'm still going to be going to it to get whatever I need. But you guys catch the drift. I mean, it's a place where just your average everyday thing can turn into a tragedy. All right. And there's a lot of people that aren't prepared for it. There's a lot of people that just aren't preparing for it. They aren't making the preparations. They aren't doing the right thing to keep themselves and their family safe. And I think it's kind of important to discuss some things that you need to do when you go into public places. All right. Whether it's a store, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a school, whatever it is, if you're going into a public place, there's some things that you need to do. Okay. First things first, the world is not the place where we used to let our kids run around and do whatever the heck they wanted. All right, you just can't do that in today's world. If you're out in the middle of the boondocks somewhere, or out in the middle of Wyoming or something like that, and you know everyone in your town, and you have tons of acreage, yeah, you let your kids run around. But in places like where I live, where it's built up cities and towns and stuff like that, you can no longer just let your kids wander around like they used to. I mean, even letting them get on a bike like I was a kid. I used to ride my bike all across the town that I lived in. Just me and my friends just used to hang out all the time, mountain bikes all over the place. I wouldn't, nowadays, I wouldn't even want my kids to do that. And it's sad. It is really, really sad. And it's come to that. And unfortunately, it has come to that. When you go to a public place, okay, first things first, all right, there is evil in the world. I covered this earlier. There's evil in the world. And that evil wants you dead, period. All right, we don't know why, we don't know the motive. Sometimes we know the motive, sometimes there's no motive. They're just evil, they snap, and they want to kill you. All right, and it's a horrible thing. All right, it's an absolute horrible thing. When you are in those spots, you have to be able to defend yourself from that evil. Okay, now the only way you could honestly do that is by carrying something. Right? Carrying something that you can use to defend yourselves. And the better it is at defending yourself, the better you should carry it. So you don't want to be carrying, a little pocket freaking brass knuckles or something, right? You want something that can actually defend yourself against someone that wants you dead, right? That wants to kill you for whatever the reasons are. You need something that can defend themselves. So I'd recommend something that goes bang. All right, and then bang, bang, bang. All right, that's what I'd highly recommend, because that's the best way to defend someone that comes in with a full-powered rifle, like an AK-47, 7.62 by 3.9. It is a weapon of war. It is used as a weapon of war. It's also used as a weapon of recreation. All right, a lot of people have it. It's a great shooting rifle. We love it. It's fun to shoot. But there's some people that give them the tool and it falls into the wrong hands, and they use it for horrible things. They use it for horrible acts, and they commit heinous acts using those tools. So if you are in a place where someone comes in with a rifle like that, what good is what good is pepper spray going to do you? You know, what good is brass knuckles going to do you? You know, what good is a whistle going to do you, right? You need something that you can put a couple rounds in this specific area to take them out of the fight so they're no longer a threat. You have to be able to hit them until they are no longer a threat to you or anyone else around them. And when they are no longer a threat, you are done, and you need to hold security over that person until the authorities arrive. Being in contact with the authorities would be a good idea, right? If you're in contact with those authorities. So, because if you're the one that had to pull out your boomstick, right? If you're the one that had to pull out your boomstick and you had to defend yourself, they're going to come in not knowing what's going on, and guess who's holding something, right? So you need to be able to defend yourself, defend the people around you, protect the people around you if you are capable. If you have your children with you, you're obviously not capable. If I was at a place and someone like this came into the place and I had my kids and my family with me, the first thing I would do is I'd go for the back exit, right? I'd go for the back exit, right? Whatever the exit is, there's always marked exit signs everywhere. Go to the back exit. I keep my family close to me. I don't let them wander around, and we go straight for the back exit, and we get the heck off the property as quickly as we possibly can, because your family is more important to you, and your family is your priority. All right, your family is your priority, so you have to get your family to safety. Now, if you're by yourself, then yes, you can act and you can save others people's lives, and I'd highly recommend you do, because any sort of act can actually stop these bad guys from doing these horrible things to people, tons of people. All right, you have to act, you have to take care of the threat. All right, you have to do that, because it'll be minutes before the first responders arrive. You are officially the first responder, and by the time they show up, it's already going to be too late. So you are going to have to act. You're going to have to find the courage to act, to do something. All right. And if you have a boomstick, right, then there's a higher probability that you can act and stop it. You move behind cover. You fire accurate shots. You stop the threat. Okay. However, like I said, if you're with your children, with your family, you get them to safety. Period. Get them to safety. Right? Every public place that you go to, you need to know where you are. You need to know where the exits are. You need to know your way in, your ways out. You have to watch the people that are in the building. Watch for body language. Watch for different movements. You have to have your head on a swivel, right, in today's world. And it sucks. It sucks. This is America. This is our home. But even out in Europe, okay, they have, immigrants from war-torn country throwing European children in front of trains. Why? Because they're evil. They're bad. They're horrible people. That's what they do, right? Is there any way you can stop that? Well, maybe you shouldn't let your kid run that close to the train tracks. Maybe you should keep your kids close to you so someone can't do that, right? Basically, it is your responsibility to take care of your children. It is your responsibility to take care of your family, and it is your responsibility to do that first, okay? Right now, there are going to be attacks on both sides of the aisles. They're going to be going on emotion, and they're going to be attacking our Second Amendment rights. It is what it is. You need to keep that in mind when the polls come up, when it's time to vote, and you need to get out there and vote. That's the only thing you can honestly do to stop them, is contact them, vote. And that doesn't necessarily mean that in your area that you're in that's going to work, but you still have to do that. I do that every year, but I live in a state that usually against everything I stand for. You need to constantly do that, even if there's no way that you're possibly going to win. You still need to get off your butt and do it. All right, you have to. All right, that's the only option. Every year out here, it's the same thing in Connecticut. Everyone complains that what they do is they'll say, I don't even vote, and you're trying to find out, well, why don't you go out and vote? And they say the same thing. Oh, because no matter what I do, we're going to lose anyway. So what's the point of me wasting my day to go and vote? It's like, because that's your civil duty. All right, because you need to do that. And the problem is you have so many people doing that they do win. If everyone that was pro the Constitution, pro the Second Amendment in my state got together, because there's more of us out here than there are the others, and we all got together and every single one of them voted, we would win. Right? That's how many of us are registered out here, right? But because you feel that you're in a state where no matter what you do that you're going to lose, that you just choose not to. And because of it, other people choose not to, and other people choose not to. And before you know it, we get screwed over again. If you're in a state like my state, you need to get your butt up, march it down to your voting place, wherever it is, school, town hall, wherever it is, and go do it. Period. No question, no ands, ifs, or buts. Do it. It is your civil responsibility. If you want to keep your gun rights, you need to do that. You have to do that, okay? Now, the problem is all these people that then after they go to vote and we lose an election, then they start complaining, oh, well, it happened again. I was like, well, what did you do about it? So you don't have a right to complain because you didn't get up and you didn't do your civil duty and try to stop it. So for all people in states like mine, do the right thing. Get out there and vote. Now, like I said, I could go on and on. Like I said, I can go on and on. But I just wanted to cover this video real quick. You need to take care of your family. You need to protect your family. You need to protect each other. All right. At the end of my videos, I always say the same exact thing, and that is it is our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other. And I believe that to my core. That's why I say that. You guys need to start living that too. All right. Because it is your responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other's. All of our responsibilities. So stop bickering and arguing about what side of the aisle that you sit at and actually get together and protect our children. Do the right thing. Protect our children, right? Protect innocent people. You need to do that. And the only way we can do that is by working together. That's the only way that we can do that. Anyway, guys, I'm calling it a video here. So like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me. And remember, guys, it is our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other. Peace.